2 in the morning, rest is getting harder.
Hello, welcome, Devil Sniper here, episode number 9, season number 1, saving Sampdoria. And as we know, Pedro is going to be out for 2 months. By the time he's actually physically fit to play, it's going to be more like probably 3 months, which is a huge blow to us, to be honest. He was really starting to pick up some form, playing really well, playing really nicely, creating an impact on the team. So for him to be out is quite guttering, to be quite frank. Really, really gutted about that. But at the end of the day, we have to pick ourselves up and move on. And we have a very tough game against young boys. Now, I decided to change a few things. I wanted to bring Maxi Lopez back into the side because I feel he has got a part to play. And I don't think I was fair to him. I didn't give him a huge opportunity. But to be honest, I did, mix the players up. I wanted to try and use everybody. But I don't think I gave Maxi a huge opportunity, and I feel he has a lot to offer, and hopefully we can build on the success from the last episode. And the run that we're on is fantastic. We're getting points, we're pulling points together, getting wins, digging out wins, which is fantastic. We are conceding a few goals, like that one, which is a really bad goal to start the episode off with. How fantastic was that? I'm not going to say it was bad defending, it was just a decent ball. He out-jumped our centre-back and it was a simple goal for him. But, at this moment in time, we have a never-die spirit. Maxi Clayton do some nice work in there, gives it to Valhena. He gets dispossessed, but Maxi Lopez still manages to get the shot off on the half-turn, off balance, and nearly scored. But young boys in the first half were fantastic, really tested us. Again, they were winning the air battles. That was the one thing I was very surprised about, considering our back four is quite tall. They were still dominating us in the air. Maxi Lopez getting the ball here, doing some nice work, showing that he's got a little bit more to his game than just scoring goals. Knocking it into our boy Poli. He's sticking it outside onto Maxi Clayton, who can play left mid, which is fantastic, as well as striker. Digs in a great cross, and what a freaking header. That was absolutely glorious. He was off balance, leaning backwards, and he still generated power and direction into that bottom corner. So going in at half-time 1-1, I felt really optimistic. I was feeling really good. I felt that we can up our game and take it to the next level and grab that all-important winner and give us those all-important 3 points. I mean, that was nice football. The ball was just that fraction too slow. If that had a little bit more pace on it, that would have definitely been 2-1. Maxi gets a great ball in there. Fantastic ball, but unfortunately just a bit high. But the ball comes back in. It's Lopez again doing some work. And unfortunately sticks in the side net. But he's really showing that he has a lot more in his game than I gave him credit for. Breaking inside there. And unfortunately the shot takes a ricochet. And the game ended as a 1-1 draw in front of a crowd of 6,000. So we are starting to get more people in through the gates, which is fantastic. As you can see, our boy Kare got man of the match along with our goalkeeper Sergio, which was very nice. I was quite chuffed that Sergio got man of the match. He's been a funny one. I hate it when he comes out and punches and doesn't grab the ball, but I think he's going to be a good goalkeeper. His statistics are going up, which is fantastic. All the players are slowly improving. They're showing the signs of improvement, which is fantastic. And you will see this reflected in this actual squad report, which I think is brilliant. Obviously, Danili is feeling threatened because we brought Diego Reyes in. He should feel threatened, to be honest, because he's 29 years old, so his time at the club is probably going to be very limited. Rossini is doing so well. I'm actually really impressed with this lad. I mean, he's 23 years old. Not gifted with the most pace at the back, which is not too bad. He's very good at marking. His technical side of the game is very good. Andre Costa has surprised me a lot. I think he's a fantastic player. He actually plays really well in left back. This is our boy Fernando, as I call him, Tizzy. Tizzy is decent. He's got a nice shot power as well. His long shots are a little bit poor, but he's not a bad player. Niad is just exploding everywhere. He's gone up +5. He's played 16 games, 14 goals. I think he's a decent player. I really do like him. It says that he plays centre midfield, but we whack him out on the right midfield, so he cuts in on his left foot. We've got Marcelo, who is fantastic. He's a joy to play with. That's our boy. That is our talisman. Look at those statistics. Seriously, just pause it and your mouth will water. He is just phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Look at his short passing, his long passing. It's just outrageous. It really is. Absolutely outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. Eder is fantastic. His acceleration is immense. It really is immense. It says 87. It feels like 97. Over the first 10 yards, he's just bang, gone. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. We saw Maxi Lopez. I'm I'm enjoying Maxi Lopez. You know, I didn't give him enough credit. I'm so glad I played him in the game against Young Boys and given him more of an opportunity. This lad's going to be huge. He's going to be huge. I mean, his finishing's going up. You know, his rating's going up. He's going up slowly, but I want him to go up slowly because I think he's going to progress into an absolute legend. Our lad Menace, Dennis the Menace, is looking pretty tasty as well. Again, you know, he hasn't played many games for the club, but he's going up on a steady ratio, which is fantastic. Mustafa, tell you what, he's not a bad centre-back. Absolutely not a bad centre-back. Lorenzo was recommended to me to stick him in at right midfield. I tell you what, his growth has started when he's played right midfield, not when he was playing right back, which I thought was completely bizarre. I think that was back in episode 2, episode 3. Someone recommended that he could play right midfield, and I've used him now. And I tell you what, he's bloody good because he's got a sense of defensive mindedness, and that means he's never out of position, and he does a really good job. He's got a good engine. Speaking of a good player, Phil Hayner is looking fantastic. Max Clayton is really starting to grow. Enzo, unfortunately, is, well, we won't worry about Enzo. And look, see what I mean about Pedro? I mean, he's getting so many green stats going up and he's bloody injured. I mean, that is just sod's law. That's the sort of luck that I'm really not happy with. But, you know, that's one of the things. It's part and parcel of being a football manager. You have to put up with these things. I've had a look at this lad, Roberto, and I think he's got potential to be a really good player. So I'm looking forward to actually getting him into a team, getting him into a side, and seeing if he can do as a job, because it's all going to be about the rotation come that second part of the season, especially with all the growth. I don't want to be overusing players too much. You know, I don't want to risk injuries as we've had the Pedro injury. I don't need more injuries. We really got to steer clear of the injuries. That's the one thing that really does worry the living crap out of me. Now, I spoke about this guy before. His CDM. Is he worth bringing back? Because he looks like he's got some really good technical statistics. Let me know in the comments below, because he does look pretty good. I decided to be Bolshi and sim a match, and we lost to the league leaders 2-1, but Maxi Lopez scored a goal, which I was really chuffed. The performance was not too bad, to be honest. The rubber to green did not go with us. I'm sorry for using that one. I know people don't particularly like that saying, the rubber to green, but to be honest with you, we played really well. And we were very unfortunate. I will say that Galatasaray were just very overpowering, a very well organised unit, and played a better football in the end, which is very unfortunate. But look at Eder there. That acceleration. See what I mean about his acceleration? That spark of acceleration is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. He went past that geezer as if he wasn't even playing a game of football. It was ridiculous. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. And a great finish to boot as well. And again, look at him dropping deep, picking the ball up, knocking it into Maxi. Maxi doing some nice little work, you know, not rushing the play. Because we don't have great pace throughout the team, we have to play the ball a lot more and on the deck. He puts it back into Eder, and Eder is so clinical inside that 18-yard box. He honestly is really clinical. So sitting there 2-0 after 34 minutes was fantastic. But we have to keep our concentration. That's something we've been really guilty of in the back four, is not keeping our concentration, allowing teams back into the game. 9 times out of 10, we allow teams into the game before the game's even really started. And unfortunately, they didn't really have, you know, too much of a good chance. They sort of blew it. A little bit panicky, but Marcelo cutting in, and that was a beautiful shot. The keeper was just absolutely gobsmacked. Didn't even move to try and save it. Had that much power. So we strolled in at half-time, winning 2-0 and feeling and looking the better side. We were definitely the better side on the day. We played the better football, but as we all know, it's not all about playing the better football. As you can see from that, our defender is out-muscled. Costa decides to go wondering, and realistically, Shamrock should have absolutely slotted that home to punish us, but they didn't, which means we got away with it. Eder again, cutting inside. Nice play there with Tizzy, playing a nice little 1-2, gets the shot off, but you've got to say that was a fantastic save. But late in the game, our concentration slips. Diego Reyes is at fault here, trying to do a skill in the middle of the park, gets caught out and absolutely punished, and rightly so. You know, 86th minute, and we're punished, but thankfully we held on to win 2-1. So that's not too bad. That's 4 points out of a possible 9, which is actually quite bad. But as you can see, Eder got man of the match. We are still in with a shout, and that's the most important factor.
So